Hey guys, thanks for stopping by to watch the channel. Appreciate and love you all. I had something that was bothering me. Actually, let me back it up. Yesterday, I went and after I got off a work shift, went to sleep. Did my normal day routine on my first day off of work, where I kind of like walk the dog, get my exercise time out, and then I'll take like a nap like midday before I meet up with my therapist every Wednesday. And I'm not gonna lie, yesterday's session was very heavy because right now we're doing this process. It's called EMDR. I don't know if y'all are familiar with it, but it's a certain type of therapy that really focuses on trauma and trauma responses. In my case, childhood trauma. And it kind of incorporates, I don't want to say it's like hypnosis, but it kind of sort of is, because it's not something that you get in depth about. It's more or less the therapist is kind of trying to get you to recreate something and like how you would have done it differently, but in your mind. So you're kind of being your own rescuer. I'm not going to get too personal with the type of trauma that I had to, the situation at least, that I had to recreate. But she ended our session saying, some situations take longer to clear, so we might have to work through this a little more. I was a complete fucking mess, by the way. Even before we even started that session, I was a complete mess. So afterwards, yeah. She told me that, what I just want you to do is I want you to journal and just recognize how you feel. And I said, okay. I was like, after we had kind of worked through the situation in my mind, I felt a little bit better. It was kind of like a confession without it being a confession. So afterwards, I felt a little bit lighter, but the heaviness was still there. And then she said, just, as until next week, just journal how you feel. Well, here comes today. I'm thinking after that session, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to go get something to eat, feel better about myself, whatever. Today, I was off of work, and I just was completely drained. I don't know where the energy came from. Completely depleted. I had no motivation to do anything. Not even go to the gym, which is what I usually do on my days off. Like I'll schedule a session, 45, get my energy up, get moving, do stuff around the house. I did absolutely nothing. Nothing. I don't even think I journaled at all. But like, the situation just has me feeling heavy. Just heavy. And I know around this time of the year, in particular this time of the year, I don't know if that resonates for many of you, but Thanksgiving's right around the corner. And then comes Christmas and New Year's, so a lot of family-oriented events that are happening, and I just, for the life of me, just want to be left alone. I don't want to see anyone. I really do think that, like, the biggest realization I had this year was that you're the only one who can pull yourself out of dark spaces. Sometimes you have no one to rely on. And I'm not putting my family down, because my siblings call all the time to check up on me. And I'm maybe not so close to my mom and dad, but at least my siblings call to check up. It's a little personal tidbit, but I just feel like within this upcoming year, I've had to pull myself out through some really dark shit. Some really dark shit. And I don't think I gave myself really the credit that I deserve. And I think that has put me also in a negative spot, because when you don't have somebody in your face constantly cheering you on, it's like heavy. It's like you gotta motivate yourself. And that gets hard, because if you're in a bad spot, where's the motivation coming from? Where's the spark? Where's the fire? Things have to be different next year. There's such a need for change. I've already started changing. Like I said, I just don't give, myself enough credit. But I could feel it. Like something's just gonna give. It's gonna be like this emotional release, and I don't know if it's because I've been going to therapy. I don't know if it's because I'm about to uproot my life again, or that I've been keeping myself grounded in a way through writing, through meditating. I meditate every single night before I go to bed, because that's really the only time I have time to center myself. I'll go on YouTube and I'll put either a daily affirmations video on, or just something that will allow me to just drown out, like just still my mind. And I think that has helped me be more calm. I'm also doing the drink water for the whole month, which has been a struggle to say the least, but I haven't done soda, so I'm happy about that. And we're halfway through the month. Yeah, things have to change. And I'm saying this as like somebody who doesn't like going with the flow, who doesn't really like change. You know what trips me up? It's the fear of not knowing. I always had to have a plan. If anything's gonna go to shit, I have to have a plan B. I have to have a plan B. I have to have a plan C, D, E, F, all the way to Z. It has to have a plan. And I'm going into next year with no expectations, honestly, except for the goals that I've set for myself. And what I'm not gonna do next year, or the beginning of next year, is make a resolution. Because at least be vocal about it. Because if you're saying I'm making an expectation, yeah. No, I'm not going to be vocal about my resolutions. What I am going to do is make baby steps to get to where I gotta go. I think that's the ticket. Any time in the past that I've ever said, well, this year's resolution, I'm gonna lose like 10 pounds, or I'm gonna make sure to save up for this amount, or whatever the case, always falls through. Always. Because life happens. So I'm gonna be more realistic about what I want to do, where I want to be, and just go from there. No more saying it out loud and having no action with it. We're not even going to say it out loud. We're just going to do. That's how next year is going to go. Because something needs to change. It feels like it's changing. The vibe is different. I'm almost afraid to say like I feel happier, because what if the shoe drops and everything falls apart? But I also don't want to lead into next year thinking like that. So whatever happens, but it's going to be 100. It's going to be all in. Yeah. So for future notice, happy holidays. I hope you all are safe and well. I also hope that you find joy. Bye.